Hello and welcome to another episode of Startup Division. Now, many of you who have worn eyeglasses either as a requirement or as a fashion statement thought that you had a range of options. From RayBan to sporty look from Oakley, or glasses designed by Chanel or Tiffany. Anyway, if you're not even remotely familiar with glasses, surely you must be familiar with the scene from Top Gun which made RayBan an instant hit, or the advertisements from Oakley for a sporty look. Or if you are familiar with fashion, you might have heard of glasses designed by Versace, Giorgio Armani, Tiffany, Prada, Coach, Chanel, and 18 other fashion brands. After seeing all these brands, you must surely think that competition must be intense in the eyewear industry, and companies must be desperately trying to bring down the price and innovate at the same time to bring out a better and more affordable eyewear. You know, just like laptops where intense competition and innovation led to drastic decrease in the price of computers. Well, unfortunately, that is not the case in eyewear industry.
Which you like better, these or these?
Joe, they're the same.
What if I tell you that these so-called brands I just mentioned, along with 18 other brands, are owned by a single company based in Italy? Yes, all those RayBans and Chanel and Prada eyeglasses, they're all manufactured by the same company called Luxottica. Now, before we dive into what is Luxottica or who runs Luxottica, please do subscribe and click on the bell icon to keep updated with our latest videos. So, here it goes. When California attorney Silverchi wanted a new pair of sunglasses, she came across Warby Parker.
Introducing Warby Parker,
an upstart online seller that features hip styles at very low prices. She had a prescription, but Warby Parker needed one more piece of information to make her glasses: the distance between her pupils. When Silverchi called a Pearl Vision store where she had bought her last glasses, the store simply refused to give out the measurement. When she decided to get her pupillary distance measured by Lenscrafters, they simply started giving her excuses that the machine was suddenly broken. Ultimately, Silverchi had to pay $25 at a local optometry clinic to get a...
When Oakley tried to dispute Luxottica's pricing, Luxottica retaliated by dropping them from all their stores. Oakley's stock price collapsed,
causing their entire stock to nosedive, followed by Luxottica's hostile takeover of the company. Luxottica currently has 11 prestigious house brands, whilst creating eyewear under license for 15 designer labels. It is rare for an entire industry to be controlled by a single corporate interest, but it does happen, either through the sheer dominance of its product or service, as Google has in web search, or for instance, exclusive access to raw materials, as in the case of De Beers when it comes to diamonds sourced in Africa, or industry consolidation as with Italian eyewear maker Luxottica. Prescription eyewear and fashion eyeglasses shouldn't cost nearly as much as they do. What most bespectacled shoppers don't know is that Luxottica artificially inflates prices through its monopoly of global eyewear market. After getting to know all this information, you might think that at least you get to pick between stores, right? If you think the people at Lenscrafters are annoying while selling you different glasses all made by Luxottica, you can show them what you think of that by taking your business across the mall to the Pearl Vision store, or maybe the Sears or Target optical departments. But guess what? They're all owned by Luxottica. Just for the sake of argument, let's say you do not need a prescription glass. So you pass by the prescription shops and go right to the Sunglass Hut. Well, you guessed it right again, it is owned by Luxottica. Luxottica is an international giant with sales of over $900 million in 2011 and a profit of $237 million. The industry is nearly a monopoly because it is virtually impossible for new firms to enter the industry and compete with the low costs of production cost and established infrastructure. So now the question is, would you still be willing to pay north of $500 for a product which cost $20 to make? Well, not quite. There are disruptors rising. Online startups are aspiring to chip away at Luxottica's practices. And bottom line, by selling much cheaper alternatives compared to designer brands, it is a welcome move for all the families who are on a tight budget as well as people whose insurance plans don't include vision coverage. Now it is quite ironic that Google, with its 68% share of the US search market, may cause a different industry, the eyewear market, to gradually become less consolidated, simply by giving consumers the competitive pricing information that they need. By making better economic conditions, shoppers are gradually making the eyewear market more efficient and less exploitative. All you need to do is Google cheap eyeglasses and you'll find a plethora of information. Number of web retailers that sell prescription glasses for as little as $20 or even less. Zenni Optical, Warby Parker and Goggles for You are a few of the large online operators that are attracting digital savvy audiences looking for a good bargain. Zenni Opticals, for instance, boasts that it is least expensive glasses sell for under $10, while Goggles for You say they can save customers up to 80% on eyewear purchases. Now, bargain hunters who prefer going to a brick and mortar retailer can bring an existing frame to a big discount store such as Costco or Walmart, which have vision centers inside their premises, where they can purchase new lenses and have them installed in an existing frame. By doing so, a prudent person may spend no more than $20 to $40 for what are essentially refurbished but fully functional spectacles. So the question comes down to this: will these competitive value-adding actions by big box retailers pose a significant long-term threat to Luxottica? Probably. While the company brings in over $9 billion in annual revenue worldwide, it won't be able to muscle out conglomerates like Costco or Walmart out of providing affordable eyewear products at price points that aren't too out of sync with actual manufacturing costs. And thanks to Google, bespectacle consumers simply have enough information at their fingertips to do quick searching and research on the internet. So does Luxottica still hold a monopoly? Well, Luxottica still holds a monopoly over the sunglass market. Fortunately, due to an increase in cheap overseas labor, their effective pricing strategy has lost its competitiveness. They still hold a strong grasp on the licensing agreements with individual designers, giving them a strong hold over the market. With their size and financial power, they are the most formidable force in the sunglass market. Recently, Italy's Luxottica and France's Essilor have agreed a €46 billion merger deal to create a global powerhouse in the eyewear industry. The deal will see Luxottica's 81-year-old founder, Leonardo del Vecchio, take a 31% stake in the merged group. It brings together Luxottica, the world's top spectacle maker, with brands such as Oakley and RayBan, with Essilor, the world's leading manufacturer of ophthalmic lenses. With their size and financial power, they are the most formidable force in the sunglass market. So the next time you want to buy sunglasses or do not want to shell $500 in getting one, I would say please do visit Warby Parker or Costco or Walmart, where you could get glasses for as low as $10. After all, it costs less than that to make it. So we will leave it right here. If you did like the video, please do subscribe, follow us on social media, we'll be leaving the links down below. Send in your requests or comment below for any companies that you want us to make videos on. So see you next time guys, cheers.